It's a weekly breakdown.
Woo-hoo!
Number 156. Tyler, Keith, Sam.
Fuck.
You all right?
Tyler, Keith, and fuck.
Yeah. Man, you could tell we're heading into E3 because there's a lot of leaks.
Everything.
And some games being revealed and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to be talking about a lot of video game stuff today. But then there's also 2 interesting Star Wars stories. Some interesting music stuff in the happenings. But let's just cut to the fucking business, because there's a lot going on. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 had its reveal event. We now know what was rumored is true. And let's break this game down, because there's a few pretty big things with this game. First things first. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will not have a single-player campaign.
A traditional single-player mode. Apparently there's going to be missions.
Yeah, that's just marketing speak to make people vote. Alright,
It's
like who gives a shit?
Battlefield 1-ish.
Kind of, except like they're kind of just taking the operators and like giving them
like
stories.
Training missions pretty much for them. It's like, who cares? Game breaker for you?
What?
Is that a sad thing?
I mean,
to
it's
you?
like the thing. I've never really cared, but there is the odd Call of Duty game where it's like, all right, this is somewhat enjoyable to play. I think maybe the last one was maybe Advanced Warfare was the last time Infinite Warfare I did enjoy, but like, I mean, it's not a game breaker. I'm surprised it took this long to get to this point, but I mean, they've done some cool stuff with the Black Ops brand before, so it's kind of like that kind of sucks, but it
The
doesn't
dude
bother
that I
me too
work
much.
with just plays like multiplayer Call of Duty. My brother, I know he gets it just to play zombies, really. So
I think the people that are saying that this game's going to fail because it doesn't have a single player campaign are really underestimating how many people buy this game just for single
like
player.
Overwatch
Like, are you
is doing
fucking
pretty
serious?
bad right now. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And I bet those same people will go home and probably play
Fortnite.
Fortnite every night.
Fortnite's doing pretty
And the
terrible.
people complaining that because there's no single player campaign, there's no content in this game. I mean, we'll see like how many like maybe maps or something that's there, but it's like, dude, you probably go home and play Overwatch and Fortnite. Like,
Overwatch
are you
has
serious?
been dying down a little bit recently.
A little bit,
I'd say a little bit,
but like Fortnite is one map and one fucking mode, and it's pretty much infinitely replayable. Like, come on,
PUBG's
PUBG
got
has
two.
more than one map,
PUBG's got
but
two.
It's
Maybe three.
Same idea.
like, yes, it does suck that something that Call of Duty was kind of built on for a long time is not going to be there anymore. But to me, these campaigns just, from a business sense, if I was Activision, they're not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
If barely anybody is even seeing half of the campaign, and then also like, to me, Infinite Warfare was the last one that I think was worth it because, one, the setting was good, the characters were great, the story was kind of neat, and I loved what they did with like the concept of side missions, and you're almost like a commander on a ship and everything. Like, that was really fucking cool to me. World War II, fucking throw it out. Black Ops 3,
normal.
what the fuck happened to that game? That game was terrible.
I don't remember.
Campaign.
I only remember the one sort of like really time-consuming, frustrating part. Where you're like in like World War II or whatever.
Yeah, it was like, what?
And the one thing where it's like a flying thing, but it's on rails.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, and then like Ghost wasn't really good. I mean, I didn't. Advanced Warfare's is okay. It's not particularly memorable.
I like Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2
was fine because it tried to do different things, kind of like Infinite Warfare, where they really did try to do different stuff with it. So it's like, it's just been a miss, man. And honestly, if you want a good single player campaign, just turn all of your attention to Bethesda.
With Wolfenstein.
They have all of them for you. Like, it's just Call of Duty is just not there.
First person shooter. Single player stories.
Yeah.
I think.
Like,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, first-person shooter campaigns. Like, it's just not a game breaker. Like, I know I've spent 50 to 60 hours in Black Ops 3, and we played that campaign for 5 hours, and the rest of it has just been playing multiplayer and zombies.
Yeah.
That's what most people do when they buy Call of Duty. That's why it sells, because Call of Duty's like this thing that people really enjoy playing. It's almost this like social thing of like, let's just kick back and play Call of Duty tonight.
Yeah,
Just
I remember when Black Ops 2 was the last game I did it with, but like Black Ops 2 was like every night.
Yeah.
Played Black Ops 2. The only other game I think I did that with was probably Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was the same. Put probably a couple days worth of time into Modern Warfare 2. Not as much as I one friend who put like a month into the game, but like.
So I mean, it's
yeah.
Oh wow.
He put like a month into that game, like 40 days, I think.
I think I remember us looking at that on Xbox and seeing that.
Mhm.
30 or 40
You also
days.
have to kind of look at it too. Like the Infinite Warfare trailer was like, is it still the most disliked or one of the most? It's the most disliked video game trailer on YouTube.
I think it's up there, yeah.
And that was showing off the campaign, and then World War II, they do something I think people are going to like, and it's like, oh, you're just doing it like Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1's better, and it becomes this competition. So, like, I mean, it doesn't help that they're going to Battle Royale and doing what everyone else loves. They're, chasing everything, but it's like, I don't know, man. They need to bring in Cliffy B. He could help them out.
Yeah.
He's not doing nothing anymore.
Yeah. This shit got closed down.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is to me. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal that the campaign isn't there. And if they're not... And for them to say, like, yeah, maybe the campaign wasn't coming together, or we just don't have enticing ideas to do a campaign, let's put all that resources into multiplayer? Sure. Why not? Because with certain things, I think it's kind of showing. So, just talking strictly multiplayer right now, not their Battle Royale mode. Just multiplayer. They're changing some things up. You don't have health regeneration anymore. So that was something that World War II started to get rid of in the campaign, but then they kept it in the multiplayer because I feel like they felt like they had to, where this game is saying, get the fuck out of here. So they're bringing back the specialists, which were kind of like your classes in Black Ops 3, and we're bringing those back, so now you have these custom abilities. Like, one of them is a healer, which I'm not sure how I feel about that particular thing, only because of how quickly you constantly die in Call of Duty. And
is it worth it?
That's exactly, like, is it worth it? And just because of how fast paced it is all the time. Like, Overwatch can be a pretty fast game, but you have characters that can eat fucking damage. You know what I mean? Like, I was skimming through the trailer, and I'm like, does anybody have more than 150 health? I was just curious. Everybody had 150 health. So it's like, and it just seemed like everybody was dying like normal Call of Duty speed, like really quick. So it's like, is it going to be worth it to have a healer? But, there's the whole ground smash guy. There's a dude with a shield that you can kind of put up and have your team kind of follow you into a point.
Shit, I do with the shield. That's breaking ground.
Yeah.
Video games.
Basically, there was a lot of like Overwatch feeling stuff.
Yeah.
There, a little bit more teamwork stuff, which could be cool, but that's totally changing the culture of Call of Duty.
And it's not. I don't think
it's going to go along with that.
Exactly.
Like it'll work in like small settings, like if say like all of us get it, and it's like, hey, you hang out behind me and my shield. You're not gonna be like going to a solo game, be like, hey, who wants to come behind my shield? And everybody's gonna be like, hey, well, fuck that noise.
Mm-hmm. Fuck you, queer, and they get yelled at and shit online.
One thing I think is kind of neat is that they're taking like weapon customization to like a totally different level in this game. So instead of having attachments that go over like kind of a family of weapons, everything is specific to that weapon to customize. That could be cool. Like, why not? If you're just going to do multiplayer only, I think the more customization you have creates a more diverse experience for everybody.
Yeah,
in how they want to play, but also what you're running into all the time. I don't know. I mean, that becomes tricky with balancing, but yeah, that's kind of a lot of that. Summing some stuff up. So basically, I mean, that's the core multiplayer experience. It just seems a little bit more robust than in the past, which I'm fine with. I think this is probably the coolest thing is what they're doing with zombies.
It's got 3 zombies modes.
There's 3 zombies modes in this game.
No, they all looked. I mean, we don't know about the Blood of the Dead. They didn't really show that one off. But the one's like a gladiator thing with just melee weapons, and it's in like an arena. I'm like, all right, that's
Very
different.
cool.
That's pretty cool. And the other one's you're on like a sinking ship. And I'm like,
the
all right.
Titanic.
Oh, the Titanic. Oh,
Yeah.
that's extra cool then. All right.
Yes. So they have 3 kind of campaigns to play through with that. Here's the thing that excites me the most: difficulty. Finally, in zombies, you can adjust. I know it's like the craziest fucking thing. It's like Destiny getting a map. It's like, wow. That's not revolutionary at all, but like to me, that's a big deal because I would love to play through a zombies campaign, but I never can because one. We can't recruit enough people because it's typically just you and me, so we can't last as long when we're doing it. But if we were to add another person or two, now that difficulty ramps up. The zombies are faster. They send more at you. Like, let me just turn the difficulty down and see this through because there's always a lot of cool shit that I want to see and secrets to find, but we never can because we're getting constantly overwhelmed, and you get to a point of sort of frustration. I think this could be a good thing because then you go back and play like the old zombies maps where you could really dive into those maps and the secrets and not get overwhelmed. And it's like fuck, they really need to kind of rebalance this. So I think that's cool.
I think it could be cool. I hope that I hope they really kind of take off with zombies. Like in some ways, zombies hasn't seemed, at least to me, hasn't seemed like it's been like a major thing for Treyarch in the Black Ops probably since the first Black Ops, because like Black Ops, it just felt like an afterthought in a lot of ways. I know they put out the DLC in 3, but they put it out a year after the game came out, and it's like I don't know, it just.
Yeah,
I would love to get a zombie season pass. Just give me a season pass where I can just get zombies.
Yeah. So when they
make your own seasons pass. Why don't games have that? They need to have that.
Yeah, that would be nice. So also, with any zombies mode now, like if you want to play by yourself, it's just you. You can now have AI to play with.
Oh, okay.
So that's smart. And apparently.
New characters, which is also kind of cool.
Yeah. This says here from Game Informer's article, looking to compete, zombies players can now use shareable codes to let them handle the same challenge and compete for the best scores.
Okay. That's pretty cool. A competitive zombies mode. I know they tried that in Black Ops 2 to varying degrees of success.
Yeah.
I think Black Ops 2 just didn't do it right. I mean, it was cool for some of the things.
There were some cool maps.
But it just probably could have been done a bit
Black Ops 3 was too ridiculous. Like, too complicated to me. And I think, well, maybe not complicated. The difficulty balance was way fucking off.
Yeah, because, like, Black Ops 2 was, like, Black Ops 2 is way too complicated. It's, like, in my opinion, it's like Die Rise. It's like, oh, you gotta do this. Or Trent, you get on a fucking bus. Yeah. And you gotta, and that's how you get, like, this. Alright, this is really fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, Black Ops 3, I think the concept was simplified, but, yeah, they made it's a lot harder.
It's just, like, Zombies works best to me when you have a great difficulty balance in a sort of simplistic but hard to master map.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's probably very difficult to do, but you gotta strike the balance with those things, which I feel like playing through those early maps still, they really nail.
Like up through Black Ops 1, I think those maps are great.
Yeah.
And, like, in just that, because they're really easy to figure out, and the best way to do this map, whereas, like, playing Black Ops 2, I don't even know if I ever figured out the best way to do, like, Die Rise or Mob of the Dead. I don't know if granted, we didn't play as much zombies then at that point, but, like, I just didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot harder to do off the bat, because I just feel with those older maps, it's like, even with just you and me, it's like, let's either, try to do some of the Easter egg stuff, or the story stuff, or whatever, or let's just fucking pack a punch some weapons and last as long as we possibly can, and we get to wave 25, and shit's insane, but we had a great fucking time,
Yeah.
It's cool. So I hope they really take that further. I hope Zombies is good. So then let's get to the next really big thing with this one.
Blackout.
Yes.
I have something to say about all this, but I'll just wait till the end because it kind of sums up everything.
Yeah. So really quick with the Battle Royale mode, I don't even think this is a fucking talking point because it's like no shit. The map is 1,500 times larger than any Call of Duty map.
Well, it kind of has to fucking be.
No
You make your maps that are normally about, what, 12
that's
people?
marketing. It's a 1,500. That's a big number.
It's a big fucking
1,500.
So they didn't actually show any gameplay of this, just kind of a teaser trailer in a way. But apparently there's land, air, and sea vehicles. There's
Navy SEALs, baby.
potentially zombies in this. I don't know if that's a separate mode.
I can see it being like the...
What?
There is a mode in PUBG where it's 4v96 zombies. That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But
The H1Z1, I think, has their Battle Royale thing now.
Yeah.
Auto Royale. You can drive around in cars and shit.
Yeah. But then it's basically Call of Duty with, its gameplay, its quick style of gameplay combined with Battle Royale. They did not give a player count.
They did not, but I assume if they're... I assume it would probably be close to 100, I would hope. Maybe.
I think you kind of need it.
So, especially if you're going to make, or that... I mean, granted, here's the thing. Also, it would probably maybe eventually be 100. It's just, day one. The other thing they mentioned was that there's going to be a lot of stuff from, like, a lot of classic Black Ops era maps and characters that, like, are kind of like how you have, like, the various characters you can play as in Fortnite. Boom, you can play as Woods from the Black Ops series, or Mason, or whoever that is.
So my only big thing that I'm going to say about this is I feel like if you're going to do a Battle Royale mode in Call of Duty, and maybe they'll prove me wrong, I just feel like Activision needs to change the business model of Call of Duty. Like, can you really do a Battle Royale mode where you're constantly resetting every year? Where you're constantly saying, if you want to play the new stuff, $60. Can you do a Battle Royale mode where the only way to get new maps maybe for this mode is to pay the $50 season pass or $15 per DLC? I think that's a little fucking backwards compared to when you have Fortnite and PUBG, two of the biggest games in the world, where PUBG you have to pay into, but everything is free, and Fortnite where it's free and you maybe pay for the battle pass or something. I feel like they have to rethink their business strategy behind it in order to keep it going for a long time, because and also I almost think you have to balance Battle Royale and multiplayer completely differently.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it gets to another thing of, like, if I'm playing Battle Royale in Call of Duty, and I get fucking quick scoped by some kid, and now I have to wait 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute in a lobby to get back in, fuck that. Because that's the genius of, like, Fortnite, especially. That's the only one I've really played. Is you're done, you're fucking back in, where it gets that addicting quality of, like, just one more, we were really close, just one more, and like, you're back in it before you can really say, like, let's stop, you know what I mean? But, like, they have to get that nailed down too, and then, like, like, I don't know, because there's just certain things with Call of Duty of, like, if I'm constantly getting quick scoped across the fucking map by some 12-year-old every fucking match, that's frustrating, because it's probably a 12-year-old.
What if it's like a 26-year-old?
Did I tell you about my Overwatch experience?
Experience? No. Overwatch.
I was doing the competitive placements recently. I was playing with these...
Was it like 6v6 or was it like...
it was 6v6.
Or like elimination or regular?
It was regular stuff. Played... We were on Route 66 defense. You know that how, like, the other team, you walk out of the base at start, you're on some, like, just sort of concrete platform, and then you kind of just go down a little bit, and there's the trailers that's on fire.
You got sniped or something?
The other team didn't even get out of that platform. That's how much we shut them down.
Oh, wow.
Like, they barely got out of their base and barely even got on that. They pushed it like 4 or 5 meters. And so then we won super quick. And so everybody voted, like, do you want to stay as a team? I'm like, well, fuck. Yeah. I still have some more matches to play. Why not? And then I eventually joined them.
Did you get into voice chat with them? Yeah,
because they sent me a party invite. I'm like, well, if I'm playing with them, maybe I'll try it.
Yeah.
And it was like the most stereotypical, like, thing of what you what you think of like online
Cyberbullying.
talking. It was just these like young kids just screaming at each other. Like, I need a fucking healer! Nobody's a fucking healer on our team! What the fucking fuck? Reinhardt, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, wow.
Hey, they won now.
I had to turn my mic volume almost all the way down and it was still too loud.
Method to the madness, I guess.
What, dude, we fucking crushed for like the next 3 games. I'm like,
if it works,
sure.
Maybe Keith, do a little more screaming next time we play Overwatch.
There's
the anniversary events coming out.
You get all the skins.
Yeah.
All the skins ever. All the modes are coming back too.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Everything. Everything.
So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you want to say?
I'm not interested in it at all. It doesn't work for me. It's not selling me at all. I just think it's going to fail. It has too much work. Not fail, but for what they want it to be or like their projections.
What do you think's going to fail? The game or the Battle Royale mode?
I think...
Or both?
Well, fail is like a tough word. I still think people are going to buy the shit out because it's Call of Duty and Battle Royale's hot right now, but it's going to fail in terms of... what's the word?
Quality?
I don't know. Yeah, kind of. Like, quality... it fails in terms of, like, integrity, almost. Because they're just like... integrity. I can't find the right fucking word right now. I don't think it's integrity. But it's like, it just fails in terms of, like... It's not going to bring anything new at all. They're just chasing other genres. It has a lot working against it. They're going up against PUBG and Fortnite, H1Z1,
Battle Right.
Battle Right.
It's a new one. Like
Battle Right?
Battle Right or something like that.
Oh, fuck. What was that game? Paladins?
Paladins.
Paladins Battle Royale. Like, but for real though, it's like PUBG and Fortnite working against it, and it's Call of Duty, but I just don't think that style, like you were saying, they have to change the business model. I don't think that style really works. Like, some people might like it, but it doesn't work for me at all. It's just like, I don't feel like it's going to be... It just feels like this kind of buy into everything, and I just don't think it's going to work. I mean, I think people are going to buy it, but it's not going to be like this great thing. There are always going to be people that enjoy it because it's Call of Duty, but I'm really trying to find the word right now that I want.
Complacency.
No, it's like... It just feels like... it's just going to be this thing out there. And, like, it's not going to meet their standards of, like... You know, I think it's not going to sell as well. I think people aren't going to really buy into it. Like, oh, it's this big thing. Like, you look at... Like, what Cliff Blazinski... Like, he was talking about... I saw he was, like, talking about some stuff, like... games that he pitched before. So I like went on to Twitter, even though I don't have an account, and I was like looking at his shit, and he was talking about like games now, and how he was just kind of reflecting on like Lawbreakers and Hawthorne Heights. What was it called? Radical Heights.
Hawthorne Heights.
Nice. That's a nice emo band back in the day. I'm not sure if they're still around. But he's talking about how it's like he was just like chasing other genres, and like how it just really didn't work out in the end, and he feels like he wasn't really living up to what he was supposed to do. He wasn't being as creative. He wasn't really following what he wanted to do. He ended up falling in line with this other thing and trying to beat them at their own game. Which, if anyone could, I mean, Call of Duty is big enough, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think... Personally, I have no interest in it, because, like, zombies is still kind of zombies. Like, they added difficulty, and that's cool if you play that every year. Like, multiplayer is multiplayer. They're trying to, like, chase Overwatch and, like, these other games that have, like, classes, even though they've kind of been working in classes and stuff like that for a while, I think. I just don't think it's going to work. I really, really don't think... I just feel like they're going to lose a lot of steam, you know? And then, like you said, what's the next game going to be? Is Black Ops 4 going to kind of have the lifespan of like Black Ops 3, where it lasts a couple years and people keep coming back to it? It's like 3 years of playing Black Ops 4 if it's good, if it has that lifespan, and then, you know, like 2 years from now, well, no, it's Call of Duty, so like 1 year from now they put out like a single player focused game and single player focused game, and then I just don't think it's gonna work. I don't really care about it. It's disappointing to me.
I can
So
see
like
that.
Call of Duty's like run out of fucking ideas, so it's like we're gonna do what everyone else does. Maybe it is integrity is the word. Like they're just not living up to what they should be doing, and they're just kind of selling out.
Well, they're not. They haven't been a trendsetter for a long time now. At this point,
I mean, they have the fucking resources, which is so. It's so fucking disappointing, you know.
But at the same time, like
you gotta give people what they want,
like a battle royale with the resources of Call of Duty could be exciting.
It feels half-assed, though. It feels like they were working on a campaign and this at the same time, and it's like, oh, well, we gotta choose one or the other.
Maybe, yeah.
And there are a lot of things, like you were kind of saying, I just don't know really how well it works out yet. They can work out the kinks and everything, but like a bad launch is really tough for a game now. Like, it really sets the tone of the game and really gives, like, sure, No Man's Sky's improved a lot, but it really set a bad first impression, and like, what's the name? The Division set like a bad precedent. Like, even though it's improved, people haven't really gone back to it. And like a lot of games like that, like you really have to get it right to begin with, or people will really turn on you. No. Or they'll just forget about you. And I think Call of Duty's not above that. I think people can kind of forget about Call of Duty, and especially when they're like dipping their toes into other genres that just do it better. And there's going to be a Battlefield next year, so people are going to look at Battlefield like, hey, that's where I'm going to get my multiplayer.
It's going to be
and then, hey, I got Fortnite and Battlefield. Why do I need Call of Duty? Well, it's the best of both worlds. It might not work.
Yeah,
might not.
We'll see. What do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna get this game. I usually, because like I enjoy every call. I mean, for the most part, I've enjoyed every Call of Duty I played on some level. So I'll probably get this. But the thing is, like especially for the last most of the time when I play Call of Duty anymore, which then again it is Treyarch, and Treyarch's really the only one of the three developers that I do this with. It's like I usually don't buy into it anymore. Like, it's usually like, all right, $60, this is all I'm putting towards this game. Unless this game fucking takes off and it's like, boom, I actually thoroughly enjoy playing this game. I like playing this game all the time, that I don't buy anything else of it. But I mean, I'm curious to see, because that's one of those things where, like, probably, you know, who knows? Again, we don't know what'll happen when Call of Duty dips their hand into the Battle Royale genre. Like, will it just be a lot of the same and there's nothing new, or will it, like, be the next iteration? Now you can see people kind of taking off from that idea. I mean, you don't know. Who knows? What if they do a really good job?
Just based on, like, feeling and just likelihood, I almost want to say it's just going to be like Call of Duty, but just Battle Royale.
I mean, it will.
Like, that's all it's going to be.
But like, if that becomes
just based
like
on,
the
like,
new,
feeling, I guess.
But like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, if that becomes the new benchmark, like, that's what, like, now when, because, you know,
Call of Duty doesn't set benchmarks anymore.
Well, who knows?
Brah.
Maybe
Brah.
But I mean, like, you know, when other people are making Battle Royale clones, you know, that'll be in their mind. Be like, yeah, we need something fast paced for Battle Royale.
Battle Royale, like, third person, just kind of better to me. I automatically like third person games more than first person, but I feel like it doesn't. I don't know how it
being
works
able to
as well
see around you and, like, and whatnot. A wider field of view is nice, but so I mean, like, I'm interested, but very meh.
Skeptical.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be a good word. Like, the multiplayer, it'll be a Call of Duty multiplayer. Like I said, I enjoy Call of Duty multiplayer, and I enjoy zombies. So that's already, like, probably enough to get me in the door. And a Battle Royale would just be like, oh, okay, whatever, cool. But yeah,
I'm interested for sure. I'm not going to jump on this is going to be a failure train until we see the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Which, that's probably going to be at E3.
Oh,
that's probably why they didn't show it up there. Because that's a Sony thing.
They're probably still working. I mean, one of the rumors was that they were struggling to hit that 100-player mark, which is if these maps are huge, you need that. If you're going to have the first map be that huge, you kind of need.
Yeah, and getting to the whole launch point, like, if Battle Royale isn't available at launch, that's a bummer.
And then also it's like, yeah, you got to pay $15 to get Battle Royale.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. They're going to pay $15 to get in.
They lock zombies behind $15 back in Advanced Warfare. They lock zombies behind a paywall.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, Advanced Warfare was a great game. That was just the only thing that it did wrong. It was like, oh yeah, you gotta buy zombies with the first expansion. I'm like,
fucked up.
Look, I think in terms of saying failure, I think still a lot of people are going to buy into it. But by saying failure, I mean it's not even going to come close to Fortnite or PUBG. Like it's not
yeah,
a threat at all. It's
and that's
just
why
comparing them, it's going to be kind of an embarrassment. I think.
And that's why I'm saying like I think they need to change their thought on how they do business.
It's not going to be a Lawbreakers. It's not going to be that bad where like 3 people are playing it. Mm-hmm. 3 is pretty generous. But I just think it's going to get totally like outclassed and just I don't know. They think they're going to come in.
If they made their own game, like I don't know, like if it was just like here, like you guys say, each Call of Duty's different. You know what I mean? Here's Treyarch does the multiplayer one, and then I don't know, Infinity Ward does the story one, and then the other one, Sledgehammer, is like, yeah, we'll handle Battle Royale. Whatever.
I would love if Activision finally pulled the plug on this yearly shit and just made Call of Duty a platform. Maybe you buy into it with $60, then maybe they do what Ubisoft's been doing of like, here's a $30 year 2 pass, and if you're down,
like with each franchise,
this is the new content for $30. You'll get it all. Maybe if they really want to, they sell cosmetics on the side too to make more money, keep the fucking gravy train going.
That's how the Battle Royale can come in. Battle Royale,
but then everything's a platform, and you just have people constantly diving into it. Or fuck it, make it free. That'd be bold. I mean, it is a little bit risky. For something that's just been known to have campaign, these 3 pillars, to rip one out to chase a trend.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Maybe this time next year, people will be fucking sick of Battle Royale and won't want to play. I mean, I think it is totally possible that the Battle Royale genre goes the way of the MOBA genre of like, it came out, sets the world on fire, and now there's only a few key players, and anything new just fucking dies. Like, it's just hard to get into it. And I really think like the Fortnite and PUBG are kind of going to be your Dota and League of Legends of this genre. It's totally possible with the way things are going.
And then Call of Duty comes in, they're like Smite. Yeah. They're like, yeah, people play it, but it's only because it's easy to get your hands on.
A big studio like Epic came with Paragon, and they had to eventually like shut it down last month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but MOBAs, again, besides those 2 big ones,
MOBAs are a really good fucking game. It didn't do anything new for the genre at all, but it was just really fun. It looked really nice and played really well.
I think that's exactly like kind of what happened with that game. Is that MOBAs are kind of like League of Legends and Dota 2 are just like, this is how you do this game. And there's not really much improvement you can do. Smite just changed perspective and made it dumber for people. Yeah. And that's like what Smite did. But yeah.
Anyways, let's move on. Have you guys seen these Pokemon Switch rumors?
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
I don't know what to think about this.
Let's have a chit chat. There's a lot of rumors swirling around for the Pokemon games on Nintendo Switch. Here's all that has been leaked. Apparently they're going to be called Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Edition and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Edition.
Wasn't that put on like 4chan? I don't know if I believe anything that comes from 4chan.
Hold your horses. It's apparently remakes of Pokemon Yellow that'll have Pikachu and Eevee as the starting Pokemon. So, in another thing to lead to this is that there has been domain names registered with CSC corporate domains for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
I mean, they could be other things.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Okay.
That same company is what was used to register Pokemon Sun and Moon's websites.
That could be Game Freak, really.
Yeah, I mean, still, I don't know. It just seems like a weird thing to kind of go.
Yeah.
Unless like the Pokemon games for the Switch are like glorified side games, which would suck. But
yeah, and they could always be like some side kind of mystery dungeon style of game or something. Because they kind of gave up on mystery dungeon at this point. It got off to a hot start, but then it's just kind of like they just put the last couple out.
Here's where like little fanfare. It was just like, here, it's out. Bye.
Here's where this gets weird. Apparently, the game is going to be heavily integrated with Pokemon Go.
That's the part that I don't believe.
And the act of catching Pokemon will be similar to how Pokemon are caught in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, okay.
You have to walk around outside.
This could work with motion controls while be playing docked, and by using the touchscreen when playing undocked.
That's fucking stupid.
There are also rumors of an additional accessory that will apparently communicate with Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Go, similar to the Pokemon Go Plus. It's also rumored that the games will be revealed before the end of the month, and they are out this year.
Yeah, I don't believe that part either. I don't believe anything. Granted, I'm skeptical of everything you said prior to that, but then everything after that, I don't believe for 1 second.
Syncing it with Pokemon Go and making that like a feature in the game that's a mistake to me. Because Pokemon Go is like Pokemon Go, but then putting a Pokemon game on console and trying to integrate something that's totally not is just not going to sync well with the game. It's not going to be what people wanted a Pokemon game on console to be at all.
Like Pokemon Go was like, a lot of people liked it because it was just something else to do, and not necessarily because it was Pokemon. Like, there were a lot of people who don't like Pokemon who were playing that game. And so it's not like, it's not like, oh, Pokemon fans are they're clamoring for the games to be like this. No, it's just that a lot of people played it and they're mistaking that for being like, oh, this is what people want. No. If they were to do that, this game would I would feel almost very safe in saying that it might flop.
Yeah. In terms of like mechanics, it would be like if they took Breath of the Wild and they were like, you know what, we need to integrate this with a game more like Triforce Heroes.
Yeah.
Where you can like pick people up and throw them and stuff.
That's the part to me. I can totally see a Pokemon Yellow remake happening. I can see him being called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Honestly, I can really see that. The Pokemon Go thing, that's just weird.
That's too much.
I don't know, man. I just don't know how that works. From a business perspective, it makes sense just because of the mainstream appeal of Pokemon Go. But I also think though that there was the brand recognition to get people to maybe want to go back and look at other Pokemon games, But like, if you're going to take catching Pokemon, which, granted, still is very simple. You go click a few buttons and you select your balls and you fucking throw. You know what I mean?
If they did something where you like throw the Pokemon,
yeah,
you
maybe.
Spin
I just called it a Pokemon ball.
And you can get some fucking spin on it.
But also, like, how's the integration going to work? Because like, you also have like because Pokemon Go is a mobile game, you can play it anywhere with like your fucking phone connection and all that stuff. Like, how's that work with the Switch when you're not connected to the fucking internet?
Yeah,
I don't know. But to me, the Pokemon Yellow thing, I think it's going to happen personally.
I think it could be a it's mostly just a name. I don't know.
Yeah,
that just seems like so out of left field for how they've named main series Pokemon games at this point. That's just my only thing. That sounds very much like, I don't know, I'm having flashes of Detective Pikachu, and I'm like, that's what that sounds like.
Pikachu talks in this one.
Like Pokemon Rumble, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go.
Like it feels a little bit. It feels a little bit like the like how, I don't know, almost like what a console game, Pokemon game would be called compared to the mainline handheld ones. Like, just something really weird. But I was thinking about the Yellow remake, and I'm like, well, you just did the new generation, so you probably don't do the next generation all new right off the bat.
They're not going to remake Gen 4.
I know, that's what I was just going to say. You don't remake Diamond and Pearl, at least right now. That's weird. So then you probably want to remake. You want to remake the first ones. Remake.
That's the best thing financially, is to do the most popular Pokemon games.
Yeah.
But I just don't think any of that's really true. I think if something happens that maybe one of those things is semi-true, I still think that's total.
There's apparently logos for them too.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when Pokemon X and Y was coming out, and they had like leaked images of Pokemon, and they were in like the same 3D style as X and Y. When those games hadn't come out yet, we haven't really seen that kind of style. I mean, people can make like anything on the internet, but I just don't know. I mean, I'm very skeptical on one hand. On the other hand, I don't want to believe it, because that would be like that wouldn't be the thing that makes me get a Switch for Pokemon. Because Pokemon, like, I didn't like Sun and Moon. I didn't like Sun and Moon at all. To the point where I played Pokemon my entire life, and I really genuinely loved the games, even though they were all pretty similar and everything. Yeah, I knew, like, a lot about it, and those games, like, I haven't been able to play Pokemon since, because they were just so not good, in my opinion. I didn't even play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, and like, to get me back into it, which is kind of the opposite, because I think a lot of people were like, IGN loved Sun and Moon, and they're popular, so that's what the mainstream says, I guess. But
I think we're actually in the minority of, like, when it comes to Sun and Moon. Like, everybody fucking loves Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I think this game
is
a disaster.
I thought they were not great either. Like, when I think of that game, I'm like, man.
When you think about, like, going out on an adventure to explore the world, and you're stopped every
20 minutes. Seconds.
Yeah, and you have to sit there just, like, fucking breaking your A button for, like, 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, Professor, shut the fuck up. You don't need to explain something to me every town. Yeah. But that's not going to be something, like, if that's what the final product is, I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to get a fucking Switch just to play Pokemon Go. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Do you guys think they're going to come out this year?
I don't think they're coming out this year. I feel like that's too many eggs in one basket, because you already got Smash. Yeah. You don't need anything else to come out this year. I'd say next year. Next year to me sounds like a great Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon year.
Yeah, Pokemon's always like November. It's like end of the year.
Smash is probably already coming out like September, whenever Nintendo Online. When Nintendo Online launches. So.
I hope they don't come out this year. I'll say that for sure. Like, when your announcement, unless they were doing this in secret, or they have 1 million fucking people on it, who knows? But when your announcement is just the director sitting at a desk saying, like, yeah, we're working on it. Yeah. Like, I feel like it's a little bit further out than that.
It happens. It's happening. Yeah, we've considered making a Pokemon for Switch.
And if some dude, like, knows people or knows someone that knows some, like, major shit about the next Pokemon game coming out for Nintendo, that they're, like, the one place that hasn't had anything really leak from fucking Walmart Canada or whatever it was. I don't know how you just know some dude that works at Nintendo, like, you have these inside sources and you post on 4chan. It's like, that doesn't give you any credibility.
Yeah, 4chan.
Yeah, 4chan's I heard it on 4chan, so 4chan. It must be true.
4chan, 4 Jackie Chans, just all
5chan.
Grid.
5chan.
I will say though, like, the hype for these games, though, the hype for these games are through the fucking roof. I mean, it's like the most hype for a Pokemon game I've seen in a long time.
Probably since X and Y, because X and Y was like, it's 3D. Oh my god,
But even before then, like, before we knew what X and Y were and that they were going to 3DS, like, there wasn't, like, hype like this for that. I just think because of what Nintendo has been doing with some of their major franchises recently, of, like, really reinventing them for the Switch, I feel like that's the expectation of like, is like a Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey sort of reinvention.
Yeah, making it
and
like
I don't
this.
know. That's going to be a thing.
You can go mobile with it, but it's really, they're turning these things that were like Game Boy games and shit into like sit at home and play it at home, like a AAA feeling kind of game almost.
Yeah. Like, I am really curious.
They got to do that with Pokemon too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck. That's very like vague about like implement, like the way you catch Pokemon is the same as in Pokemon Go. Like that.
There's no battling. You just throw a ball.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really. That's pretty vague. So that could be like a number of things.
Guess we'll see. And I guess the other thing we'll maybe be seeing is this Star Fox spin-off game.
Yeah.
Racing game from Retro Studios that they have apparently been working on, called Star Fox Grand Prix. So Retro Studios, the developers of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and the Metroid Prime trilogy, are developing a Star Fox spin-off racing game. And this is all still rumored, but a logo was sent to IGN. at the same time.
So that's where you send information that you get.
Yeah. Additionally, sources within Nintendo told IGN that the game would be coming out in 2019 and feature an open hub world like Rare's Diddy Kong Racing for Nintendo 64.
Fuck right.
Our sources suggest that each Grand Prix would be made up of 3 races that culminate in a boss battle and that players would be able to compete online. Ooh. The core gameplay concept combines timed races and shooting in that each defeated enemy results in a speed boost that would improve the player's lap time. Also, Kotaku, because that's what they do, they did some more digging around, and Kotaku heard from 2 of its sources that Retro Studios was working on an entirely separate project that might have been canceled. While no specific details about the potentially scrapped project were revealed, it allegedly went through a rocky development cycle. Retro Studios has not made a game since Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which was 2014. So it's getting to be a long time.
If this rumor's true, I'm kind of excited.
I could be down.
Did Kotaku say anything about the Star Fox game?
They just they said that
were they talking about
not too much.
They said that they might have had another project that was in development for a while and then canceled, but they also basically said like, yeah, we heard the same shit about this Star Fox racing
I
game.
can believe they're very credible with that sort of thing.
Kotaku does good. I mean, the fact that they said that this game is in lieu. I heard Diddy Kong Racing, which I'm like, fuck right. I also heard F-Zero, and I'm like, fuck right. So I just think it could be cool. This could be
honestly.
Cool. Like, I mean, the last Star Fox game was a flop, to put it kind of lightly. So I mean, also just that I feel like that world kind of works.
And I feel like Star Fox's gameplay, like the original like Star Fox 64 gameplay, is a little bit like dated for 2018.
Yeah.
But a Star Fox racing game, like Star Fox has a lot of speed, different vehicles and all sorts of stuff. Like, fucking why not? That could be actually really fun. I think that could be a way you could reinvent Star Fox. And Retro's a really good studio. I mean, they took Metroid and they took Donkey Kong and kind of put a whole bunch of new life into them. Like with the Metroid Prime trilogy, that was completely new, and exciting for that franchise. With Donkey Kong Country Returns and then Tropical Freeze, they kind of brought Donkey Kong back to how it used to be, and those games are fucking really good. like they could potentially do the same thing for Star Fox, because Star Fox, to be honest with you, is a little bit lost.
Star Fox great again. I'm gonna be honest. I only know Star Fox from Smash Bros.
Again,
I've never played Star Fox.
I think I played a little bit of Star Fox 64.
Yeah,
that's like all that I know, and even then,
so
it's
I just don't really.
Also, I know the
hype,
memes. Also, and I know the memes.
Mm-hmm.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah,
I just never played again, so I don't.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
But there's also the
not
side,
like in a bad way. I just don't give a shit, just for lack of really knowing anything about it.
Mm-hmm. There's also the side of this story though that's like, well, Retro Studios is really good. They did Metroid Prime, they did Donkey Kong, and now they're doing Star Fox. Like, couldn't they have done something with a different IP, F-Zero, maybe a new IP, and maybe that's what they were working on, was a new IP or something. But
maybe they're working
that
on
would actually make a lot of sense if they were making like a new F-Zero, because racing game, and then it's like, all right, well, fuck, this ain't working.
Yeah, and like F-Zero has been dormant for a really long time.
I think there's only ever been the one game.
No,
there's been a couple. There's been a couple. Okay,
I
fine.
think the last one was GameCube.
Yeah, but like it's been like a fucking long time. I mean, granted, before the new Star Fox came out 3 years ago, that was like the first one since I think the GameCube. Or was there one on the Wii? There might have been one on the Wii actually.
I don't know if there was one on the Wii. There was definitely one on the GameCube.
I know there was one on the
GameCube. And they remade. I want to say maybe there's a DS game. I know they also remade Star Fox 64 for 3DS.
Okay. Ooh.
Like, I think it was towards the launch of the system.
Okay. All right. All right.
Could be neat. Maybe we'll see it in
I'm intrigued. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Show it off.
Why not?
If you got a big wiener, whip it out and show it. Like,
sure.
Don't tell me about it. Just whip it out and show it.
Yeah. So the other game and actually
Well put.
fully the other
I'm
game
really proud
fully
of it.
announced this week. We talked a little bit about it in that Walmart leak last week, but Rage 2 is finally a thing. It's being co-developed by id and Avalanche Studios, which made Just Cause 3 and Mad Max, and basically they put out a gameplay trailer, a short gameplay trailer, and it looked fucking wild,
awesome.
and it looked almost like, in a way, the opposite of what Rage was. Like, there's a little bit more color and craziness in this game.
It looked kind of like Destiny meets Mad Max meets Doom.
To me, I thought it was Doom meets Borderlands.
Very Borderlands. I
It
did get a
was
very
giving me those
Borderlands
vibes.
feel. Borderlands and like Mad Max.
Yeah.
And, like shit like
Like
that.
Borderlands in terms of like the insanity, Doom in terms of the speed of the gunplay. You know?
Also, Borderlands and Mad Max, just the way the place looks. Like,
Yeah.
Just raw.
Yeah.
Which, because since I think Avalanche is doing the majority of the stuff for this one, so I heard Doom 2 might still be a thing. We're crossing my
It
fingers.
could, but at the same time, my thought with that one was like, well, I think Doom 2's still happening, but does Bethesda want to push 2 first-person shooters at the same time?
Well, I put Rage 2 out this year. Doom
Rage
2
2
next
come
year.
out this year, and they just announced Doom 2.
Yes, but think about how they've done it in the past, where they've only really had one announced that they're pushing at each time.
All right, fine.
Doom.
I mean, that
Prey,
is weird that they teased
Wolfenstein.
Doom 2 like a few months ago. Like it's something that Pete Hines was talking about, and
Yeah, I mean,
teased Doom 2.
I mean they
That's kinda
could. I
weird
mean,
timing, I guess.
they could just be like,
That might
fuck
just
it,
be
let's
what they're
do
working on
everything.
now.
Yeah,
Who
Fuck
knows?
it.
Who knows?
New IP, new everything.
Hey, this year maybe their conference will last longer than like what was it, 30 minutes?
30
40
minutes?
minutes?
Hopefully,
Pete Hines-
hopefully it's like an hour and it's actually worth staying up till 11.
Hopefully.
I think I saw recently Pete Hines said that this is apparently the longest one they've had.
Hopefully they have games.
Well,
New games.
So you have Rage 2, and I think that'll
Skyrim
be
remastered. Double remaster.
Skyrim remastered for iOS.
yeah. I think
It's coming to phones, people. I'm calling it.
yeah. Rage 2 is obviously going to be a big part of their conference. I'm excited to see like a decent chunk of it because I think Rage 2 could be put in that slot that Doom was when Doom was revealed. Of like it's the first thing we see, and it's like holy shit. You know,
Because
this
like, yeah,
just looks insane.
the only thing was you're gonna lose. I maybe not put it in the beginning, just because one of the things I think happened with Doom was like we heard rumors like Doom, and then that came out. It's like it's happening, and then it was also like where it's like I don't know revealing, which maybe again the Walmart leak was like they were just like fuck it, let's run with it, and so maybe that kind of half ruined it, but.
Yeah.
You think they're going to show that gameplay trailer at E3? Like they already planned to show that and the game leaked and they just had to show off that part early? Like that's still going to be part of their conference?
I think you could, or if that was the idea, was to show that gameplay trailer, maybe pull like a Days Gone and have just like a fucking rough demo, like fucking
don't
rough.
mention Days Gone.
Too
We got
late.
delayed like 8 times.
Hey, it'll be there.
Game Informer is playing it.
So no, it won't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I didn't play the first
looks
Rage.
good.
I never played the first Rage.
Me neither. I wanted to. I remember reading about its development cycle. Like the game just took an eternity to develop, and they were trying to do all this crazy ass technology and all this sort of stuff. And it came out it had a lot of hype, and then came out. It was like,
Yeah.
it was fine, but didn't light the world on fire as it needs to, as it was supposed to, I guess. But looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk quick about this Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff?
I
Did you
could do
read
that.
about it?
I did, and there is gameplay online.
People are playing Kingdom Hearts 3. That is a thing.
That's a thing that's happening. So, a bunch of people, I guess yesterday. I heard Friday, but then I guess maybe it was Friday over in Japan by that
Maybe.
point. Time zones are fucking weird. I don't understand it. But they got a lot of like gaming outlets and like big YouTubers got invited to do like live demos, and so they got to play the Toy Story world and the Olympus Coliseum world, and so They got to fight the Rock Titan in the Olympus Coliseums. You got to see we've only seen multiple gameplay things of that fight. It showed off that, and then yeah, I mean from what I've seen, because there's like a 6-minute video on, I think it's on GameSpot, and then a 10-minute video on IGN. Everything, the combat looks really good. I mean, like UI wise and everything, it looks like Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, it totally does.
The summons are kind of like, we're a little bit more like the D-Links from Birth by Sleep, and they've confirmed 2, Wreck-It Ralph, which is cool, and the Ariel from The Little Mermaid are the 2 summons. They showed off how your Keyblade can transform, do shit. How the attraction summons work. It's like with the railroad car during the Rock Titan fight, and yeah, I mean it's basically, I mean, Nomura said this like shortly after they announced the game. It's like, yeah, we're gonna try to take all the best stuff from all these side games, these little ideas we've been bouncing with, and do it. So like the shot lock thing from Birth by Sleep is going to be in it, and the flow motion will be a thing. Like a major thing is you can run up walls and then like dodge things. So.
Is the whole all the shit from Birth by Sleep in this game?
I don't think
with
so.
Like with
the command deck. It didn't look like there was a command deck.
Because I think you do. I would love if they did it just straightforward like Kingdom Hearts 2.
I mean from what it looked like, that's
cool.
That's what it looked like, and it looked so. I mean, it wasn't much, but the fact that it's more so the fact that again this game is in some way playable. Yeah. And at least in my eyes, at this point, because even though, yes, we've been waiting for the game officially for 5 years now, but, I mean, technically it's been like 13 since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Comes out like summer next year?
I think it comes out. I mean, I think it's out this year. I think it's out this year. I also think Square Enix is crazy enough to try to go in November. Yeah. I think they're just like, also it's a completely different game to Red Dead, so I don't think it'll hurt it all that much.
Next year.
Apparently, the rumor was that Disney put their foot down. Like, this game's fucking coming out in 2018, no matter where you're at.
Yeah,
which could be a good thing or a bad thing. It might have forced them to cut some things.
Like, when I hear playable demo, it's almost like just to kind of gauge where the game's at now. So it's like they're still in the process of like I just don't know if it's.
But I feel like if Square Enix, I feel like almost that. I think the fact that Square Enix has a conference now at E3. Monday at like 11 o'clock or whatever it is. That because of that,
that's true.
They have to have a lot, and I mean, if they're Kingdom Hearts 3 has
been
been
Bethesda last year.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have Tomb Raider.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, or it's like they've been ramping up stuff like that trailer. I mean, it was nothing, but that mini game trailer came out like a month and a half, 2 months ago. That was kind of cool, and they've been like progressively talking about it more often. So it seems like it, and. I think you have to put like a demo on like the PlayStation Store or something. Maybe. I feel like at this point it would be I feel like it would be a sense
I forgot they did that.
A show of good faith. Be like, here, to prove that this game is happening this year, you can play, I don't know, a 30-minute demo.
Your demo is in 2.8.
I mean, I guess fine, but I mean, like finalize. Like, here's fine. This is what this game actually is, and here's what it does. Boom, there you go.
Nomura did say we're getting the release date next month.
Yep. So
E3. So
E3. So
he said, "What? I forget the exact quote. Like, we're making some final adjustments, but we have a date and we feel good about it, and you'll get it next month." Now, they had a date and felt good about Final Fantasy 15. And they had that whole big reveal event for just the release date. So I don't know how much I'll trust that until the game's actually, like, fucking in my hand. But what a glorious day that's going to be. I feel like you're going to fucking cry.
I might. It's, granted, I think God of War is good enough that I don't know if Kingdom Hearts could, but Kingdom Hearts is probably going to at the very least be probably my second or third favorite game this year.
Man, if it's like Kingdom Hearts 2, but a solid story, awesome worlds, and just better combat, that's all I fucking want.
Yeah, like it might be. It's going to be in my top games. I seriously think the only games that could maybe get up there would be maybe Red Dead. I'm even trying to think if anything else is coming out that would like maybe Spider-Man.
It'll be pretty good.
Yeah, to me, those are the only 3 games.
But I will wholeheartedly admit that Kingdom Hearts will probably go above all of those, at least personally, and that's mostly because of sentimental value. But it's gonna happen.
Black Ops 4.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe
It'll be a nice solid 7 out of 10 game.
You see, also I was thinking Kingdom Hearts September, but then I was like, they already got Tomb Raider coming out in September.
Too close to 9/11.
Yeah, I think it'll be November.
November sounds good, or December. At the very least, I could see them being like, yeah, fuck it,
too.
Early December.
Yeah,
like after Black Friday, it would just be like, yeah, fuck it.
Couldn't they put in like Star Wars stuff?
They could. I don't think they will. Apparently,
like in the next game in like 10 years.
Yeah,
or whatever, however long it takes.
Hopefully, I mean, theoretically, here's the thing. I mean, when you really think about it, they've actually done a good job putting out games. The only thing was the last one was in 2012, but they have put out a bunch of remasters, which I wouldn't count those anyway. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, there's like they up until that point, like there were a lot of games they put out between 2005 and 2012. So it's not like, oh, we just can't make games. It's just that they understood they put themselves in a shit position with this one to be like, fuck, there's a lot of hype. We better make sure that it lives up to it. So they put, a lot of, so they've had to put a lot more time, and then also, I mean, some of the issues that have come out about this and about the Final Fantasy VII remake and Final Fantasy 15 and all these other big things that are happening. So I just think that like they wanted to make sure. I think Kingdom Hearts 4, I think it would make sense to, if this is the end of this story, Kingdom Hearts 4 in a couple of years, not too terribly long.
Kingdom Hearts Andromeda.
Kingdom Hearts Andromeda.
What's the over-under on them showing anything like significant from Final Fantasy VII?
None.
Or like anything decent whatsoever?
Nothing. Maybe some kind of trailer, but they pushed that release date back to 2020.
I mean, they gotta say something about it. If they're gonna have a fucking conference, you gotta say something about that.
I think there'll be a trailer, maybe like another little gameplay thing. But like, I mean, they like I said, that game's got pushed back. It's not gonna come out. They said at least for another 5 years. 2023 was the year they gave. And I'm like,
well, weren't they throwing that around?
That was nice to announce it that early.
That's the 35th anniversary for Final Fantasy.
Well, also they had to restart the fucking game. They had to
True,
but that's what I heard. I heard like the date they're looking for is again the 30th anniversary. Is 2023? Because I mean, apparently they're not that. Apparently they're on a better track now than they were when they announced the fucking thing.
So
yeah. But like apparently they, like I said, they had to restart.
That game's not a PS4 game.
No,
probably not. To me,
it's
going to be like Final Fantasy versus 13, I guess. That was that game on PS3 that then became 15 on PS4. Now, I'm not saying Final Fantasy VII Remake's going to turn it into 16.
No,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but it's going to be that sort of jump probably, just because of how these games go and the insane amount of hype behind that game.
Oh, fuck, right. Which here's the thing, that's another game where it's like, yeah, take all the time you fucking need, because that game, there's no way that game is ever going to live up to anybody's expectations who, like, loves the original game. So it's like, you know what, fine, 2023, take your fucking time, man.
Yep. Alright, let's move on from video games to Star Wars and have a chat about 2 things here. So basically, Solo Star Wars Story is coming out.
Also, check out our Deadpool 2 review.
Yeah.
If you watch that video, then we're going to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Flashback, because it's coming full circle now.
Solo Star Wars Story is out this week.
I started to bitch about Star Wars, and I realized that wasn't the time.
I think there was some mistranslation here, but initially the story was that Kathleen Kennedy basically said the next spin-off movie will be dedicated to Lando Calrissian. But then it came out that it was basically a mistranslation. I think we would love to tell a story about Lando Calrissian one day, but it's not relevant. It would be fun to tell the story of Han and Chewie.
Yeah, I think what they want to do is they want to tell more. They're going to that apparently because Solo is, at least people are enjoying it. I think the plan that they were talking about was to try to make that into a fucking trilogy and do more movies based off of a young
I think
Han
something
Solo.
with Lando could be cool.
Something with
if
Lando.
you did with like Donald Glover.
Yeah, because
Why not?
why the fuck not? Also, I mean, here's the thing:
Lando.
if Solo Lando's. That's a fucking dumb title. That'd be great, but I don't know. I think also, I mean, the whole doing more with a young Han and Chewie. I mean, if Solo's good, fuck it, why not? But you know what I mean. Like, it's at this point because it's like you if you're Disney, you might as well, especially after episode 8, you're probably looking at it like, let's wait a while before we do an episode 10. Because people, aren't the biggest fans of these, so let's just do what the fuck ever. So there, make another franchise out of it.
Yeah, I mean, then they have those 2 other franchises that they're making too.
Yeah,
and it's
so
like,
it's
it could be cool. Yeah,
that already exists.
Yeah,
Rogue 2 already exists.
I read IGN's review at least of Solo, and they basically said like, yeah, it's a good movie, it's fun to watch. But it basically has no reason to exist.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't find out why Han is who Han is in A New Hope. You just find out how he gets his toys. And how he meets Chewie. And that's pretty much it. And that could be cool.
That could be cool.
But
maybe
I want to see just a little bit more character development of him.
The next couple movies, man.
Yeah.
They're going to do 2 more, so I heard.
Yeah.
One of the rumors floating around. Like I said, I'm going to go see Solo.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
Me
it.
too.
It looks fun.
You want to go? Friday?
Let's fucking do it.
Friday?
Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. Alright. The other one, I think we talked about this like last week or recently. It's coming up again. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Obi-Wan Kenobi movie rumored to be happening will be a direct prequel to A New Hope.
Which, no shit. It's like, I don't know what you, like, I know some people are like, oh, do a prequel. How does he become a fucking Jedi?
Like a direct prequel.
Like a prequel to the prequels. Like how does he become a Jedi?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like...
I was thinking episode 4 or whatever.
Well, yeah,
the first
well, yeah,
one
but
was.
that's what they're going to...
That's
That's what this is going to be. And I'm like... And which, I read the thing, which is... Supposedly, if the
Wait,
story's
is
only...
it a prequel to the prequels or a prequel to when he's old?
The prequel to when he's old. So, like...
How old are they going to...
I mean, you
cast
and
the
McGregor...
person?
You and McGregor. He's old enough.
So you're going to put him in
I think he's like the perfect age.
Actually,
Like, how old is it going to be? Like, is it a direct prequel? Like,
No,
it
I don't
starts
think
when
it's
he's fucking old? Or?
No, I don't think it's a direct prequel.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, like, the weird, like, there's already, like, some details about what the plot might be in the rumor.
I was going to just say here. It will be set on Tatooine and follow Obi-Wan Kenobi living in exile, who goes out of hiding when a tribe of sand people and local Tatooine farmers start feuding.
That's somehow racist. You can't. That's Star Wars racist. Sand people. I'm sure they have like a name.
They probably do.
Yeah. Stephen Daldry.
Daughtry.
Yeah.
Is gonna do
Is
soundtrack.
reportedly set to helm the movie with production eyed for next spring.
Helm's
deep in that ass.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I think doing a
Triple H.
prequel to A New Hope, Obi-Wan
Tusken Raiders.
story.
Not sand people, Tusken
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah.
There we go. So now we can use that terminology.
Yeah.
I think that sort of time frame is like perfect to do that, just because of McGregor's age. I think just suits that really well.
It's the one thing that
and
like
it's just fascinating.
it's the one thing that if Disney were to make any kind of decision, this is the one that I don't understand how they could fuck up. Which is if they do an Obi-Wan movie, you fucking cast Ewan McGregor. It's literally the one thing that every Star Wars fan can agree on, is that he's the best part of the prequels.
Yeah, 100%.
And like, yeah, I heard some people were like, "Oh yeah, let's do a prequel to Episode 1," and I'm like, "Why? If you want Ewan McGregor in the movie, it's not gonna fucking work." I don't know if you noticed, he old now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'd be all down for that. They do some cool stuff in Rebels with him, and Darth Maul comes back in one episode, and him and Obi-Wan have a fight. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So like, whatever they could do stuff with this that could be pretty fun.
It depends on what kind of movie they want to make it. Like the tone of it. It has to be the right tone. It can't be like a typical Star Wars tone. Like they do like.
Why hello there?
It seems like they're doing Han Solo in this more fun way, and Rogue
Make it
One
like
was
a
just kind of
series
like
movie.
this big action, like we're gonna die at the end kind of movie. Spoiler.
Yeah.
I don't know. Came out a while ago, but if it has like an Indiana Jones feel to it, that could be really cool. But like, just it needs to have like a different tone because I don't want just like another Star Wars movie. I really don't want it to be like super Star Warsy, if that makes sense.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Would Yoda be in it?
Probably not. I would assume not.
Mm-hmm.
CGI.
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't be.
I mean, it that's an interesting time to do it. Also because
Show up as a ghost.
he's not dead yet.
Ah, still.
he
They go back and edit it in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting because, like, I don't know, I that time's just an interesting time because it's like if he's in the movie, you know, does he do a lot of, you know, Jedi stuff with the Force because, you know, he's in hiding. So is it like, do you even get to see the lightsaber? I mean, I guess you would kind
If
of.
they make that fucking movie, he doesn't use the Force once. He doesn't have a lightsaber. Fuck it. I'm tired of him I get they don't want to use that too much, but you gotta fucking use it eventually. Lightsabers are cool. Everyone's waiting for that movie.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna piss me off if they don't fucking do that.
Just make Logan, but with Obi-Wan.
Maybe they'll have
Just call it Obi-Wan. That's it. Nothing
Maybe
else.
they'll have the ghost of Qui-Gon Jizz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obi.
Somebody pointed out something to me today, which is like part of the reason why I've decided on a slight Star Wars topic. I don't know if I think Episode 2 is the worst of the movies because I really hate the ending of Episode 3, and then also when you really think about it, Episode 1's completely irrelevant. Nothing in Episode 1 has any impact whatsoever on what happens in the rest of the story. Like, you could not watch Episode 1 and not miss anything. No.
Midichlorians.
No.
So they introduced Jar Jar. So fuck you.
Jar Jar Jizz.
So I was just like, like when somebody said that, I was like, yeah, I guess that's true. Episode 1's completely irrelevant. You don't have to watch it. I'm like,
Yeah.
like nothing. Like Qui-Gon's mentioned once in Episode 3. Who cares about what's her face, Padme being queen? Like nothing of any substance happens that really adds to the story. I'm like,
Trade embargoes.
see, yeah, no,
Trade federations and stuff.
like fuck, like yeah,
Yoda.
no.
Count Dooku is alright in Episode 2.
Well, that's the thing. That's Episode 2. Episode 1, nothing,
yeah.
nothing relevant to the rest of the story happens in
Episode
Episode
2 is a fucking Dooku.
Well, I mean...
Apparently, I watched Episode 2 again, taking advice from a Star Wars nerd that works at the radio station for school. It's like, yeah, just skip over all the Anakin and Padme parts. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's a better movie. Yeah, the movie's better now.
You get to see Anakin as a kid, and like they set up his childhood, his backstory, world building,
You know,
etc. Kind of.
but
Jango Fett.
but Jango Fett's in 2, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the first
He
one.
exists in 1.
Yeah, but
he's not in the
there.
movie, but he exists in that world. He's probably doing something
He's a
cool.
clone.
I don't know. We don't get to see it. But he's probably doing something cool.
You got those like weird ass, like tall neck people on the
Again, that's
in
a
the
little
water.
racist, man. I'm sure they have a name.
They
Gungans.
do.
The Gungans.
Stay over there.
The Gungans.
His tall neck.
The tall neck people in the water. Well, Jar Jar is, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, Gungan.
Yeah. Well, no. Also, like those weird ass fucking people out in the water storm with Jango Fett.
Oh, okay, that's Episode 2 again. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're fucking confusing me. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm saying. I don't know what they are, but yes, I get what
Yeah.
you're saying now.
They're weird.
The cloners, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Cloners.
I'm going to call them cloners.
That sounds a little racist.
Hey, nobody thought that until you said it. So just shut
Yeah,
your
we got
mouth.
some cloners and sand people over there.
Yeah.
And see, now when you put it like that, it's like,
Hey, you can make anything sound racist. Those some dirty fucking Gungans.
Yeah.
You make anything sound racist. Speciesist?
species.
Are they a race or like a different species? I think Gungan are different species. They
They're
seem
different species.
different biologically enough. So speciesist.
Yeah, but they talk in they talk in an Islander accent though.
Well, what?
You no take.
How do they all know the same language?
You know, don't think about it too much. You just sleep better at night when you don't think about it too much. And everybody in every sci-fi movie ever knows English. It's like every alien race, for the most part.
Well, not in
I said for the most part.
District 9.
I said for the most part. Like Star Trek and Star Wars and
all the ones with Star.
Did you guys know if we go to the Andromeda Galaxy, they speak English?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, probably not.
No, our translators can fucking decipher what they're saying, even though they're from a different galaxy. Stupid.
Yeah.
2 races in the whole galaxy.
Let's talk music. And get out. Get out. Are you guys stoked for the new Chelsea Grum album? Eternal Nightmare comes out July 13th.
Didn't they kick out their singer or something?
Their singer left,
No,
and they got a new one.
Them like being a band is an eternal nightmare. I mean, them still being a band. I'm not 16 anymore.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be there. It'll be a thing. And if you're into the hard jams of deathcore, and then it is for you.
Slow strums of like a 19-string guitar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clutch. They're a fun band. Kind of some southern rock sort of stuff. They're putting out Book of Bad Decisions September 7th. They got a song out called Gimme the Keys. It's pretty fun.
Give me the keys.
Yeah. Go jam that.
Ready Player One.
Bad news for the Word Alive.
Are they still a band?
No, well,
That's
they
bad
are.
news.
They've
Bad
had their
news, guys.
They had their worst.
bad news, they're not a band anymore.
No, bad news. We're still a band.
Yeah, they had their worst sales debut for their new album, Violent Noise, by a long shot.
Oh no, who wouldn't go out and buy an album called Violent Noise?
So it only sold 2,400 copies. Didn't even chart on the Billboard Top 200. Their debut album from 2010 sold 4,700 copies and landed at number 97. Now, I know sales are different then, but when your debut album is like almost twice as much, their last album did pretty alright. They peaked in 2014 at number 33 with 10,000 copies.
Gonna peak.
So that's gotta suck.
I don't know what that means. I'm gonna peak. I don't know what that fucking means.
Yeah.
I'm gonna peak.
Yeah. I mean, that does have to be a little depressing, you know?
I mean, yeah.
To a certain point, you gotta be honest with yourself.
At some point, you just gotta take another look at yourself.
Yeah, tell me, what do you see?
What do you say?
Havoc, Jungle Rot, and Extinction AD are touring together.
Crotch
if you want to get your face blown off.
Alright.
It's pretty cool. I would go see Jungle Rot.
Jungle Rot's pretty.
He got his face blown.
Yeah. Fucking Jungle Rot's a hard band. Trivium, Fit For, and Autopsy, and Bad Omens are touring. It's more some dates, I guess, in the Midwest. If you're down for that, I wish it came over here. If you want a big throwback tour, here you go.
Here we go.
Parkway Drive, August Burns Red, The Devil Wears Prada, and Polaris are touring together.
Parkway Drive headlines in August Burns Red. I can't see it. There's an album that came out.
They
have an album that's coming out.
I think it just
came out.
I listened to the one song off of it. One of the most popular songs is it Void? Something like that. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
like, it's kind of catchy, but I don't give a fuck about it. But you know, that song's not too bad.
It's like, man, this album would probably be really good. I just don't give a fuck.
I felt the same way, but you know, I gave the album one listen, and I was like, it
was that like the only song on it?
I would say there's about 3 or 4 that I felt pretty good about, but most of them were the singles that they put out ahead of time. Yeah. But the Void is the one that fucking jams. That main riff just fucking it's got some shit to it. But it's a pretty big metalcore tour there. Devil Wears Prada. I feel like they've really fallen off too. Yeah. In terms of popularity and sales.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately.
I forgot. I keep forgetting August Burns Red is a band.
Mm-hmm.
Angry music for happy people.
Christianity.
They got a. I feel like I mentioned this before, but I mean, they got a fucking billboard in Lancaster.
They do.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Where?
It's very close to
Like
the.
they
it's
own
close
it,
to the
or
fucking,
just their albums on it, or what?
No. It's just a picture of them. It says August Burns
sure
Red.
it's-
Angry music for happy people. It's on Prince Street.
Yeah.
It's like
How long
close
has it
to.
been there?
It's been there for a little while.
Yeah.
Probably at least since March. I mean, probably before that. Like, yeah, it's right. It's close to the baseball stadium.
Huh.
Yeah.
Home of August.
And basically,
It's like
it's
the-
a billboard entering the city, and it says it has all the band members. It says "Welcome to Lancaster, PA, home of August Burns Red, angry music for happy people since 2003." That's basically what it says. But
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
you just don't see a billboard for metal bands around. I mean, I know it's like their home city or whatever. But still, I think that's a pretty big deal. It's neat.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Big shit.
Big dick.
Here you go. Are you guys set for this tour?
Oh, here we go.
Probably not.
The Faceless.
Yeah.
Is Michael
Lorna
Caine still
Shore
doing, like heroin and
And
shit?
Disincarnate, probably.
Who else is on it?
Lorna Shore and Disincarnate, and then they're splitting dates with a whole bunch of other bands.
I don't know.
Lorna Shore just lost their vocalist to Chelsea Grum, so I'm like, I guess they got a new one.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Nah. Double duty, man.
But the Faceless, their last album, I think was a fart in the wind. So
Maybe.
Fuckless.
and then I think that's about it. It's about it for now. You see Municipal Waste is at the Chameleon Club?
I did. I also saw.
Coheed.
Coheed's in. No. Forget the name of his new band now. Joel.
Yeah, Mind Rot.
Mind Rot. They're
Yeah.
opening. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I kind of want to go to that show just because it's the Chameleon Club and
Who's
Municipal
Joel?
Waste is fun.
The Metal Wolf. Dude who's in Metal Wolf that I met.
Oh, I thought his name was Joel or something.
Not Joel,
like that.
Joel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Never got the clarification.
Mm, yeah.
Never had to say his name enough. I kind of met him when I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And then
Yeah.
I knew his name,
Yo,
but I
what's
never,
up?
but I never had to
Suck
say
cock.
his name.
Yeah.
It's like that fucking trailer we saw earlier with the puppet people.
Sucking cock, yeah, man.
Yeah, but that. So Coheed and Cambria announced a show at the Chameleon Club, and
Fucking
it's
wild.
yeah, and it's sold out in literally a few hours.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt
It's
it.
just
I'm sure
completely
Luke's
gone.
going to that.
I don't.
He's big
maybe,
time.
but I don't even know if he would be able to get
Probably
tickets in time. It's crazy.
Or maybe someone bought him tickets and didn't show up.
Mm.
What was going on? I didn't get that message. Does he work for like a hospital or something?
No, he was at the prison.
Yeah.
One of the inmates had to get taken to the hospital, and
And he
and he's
had to go.
he had to go
Ah.
because he's one of the ones that he's got the thing that he can carry a firearm
Yeah.
at work.
Oh.
He's trained.
He's trained. And
He's
like,
trained to kick ass.
and Shubo. I'm here to
Yeah.
take. No, what was it? Never mind. I was trying to remember the line from Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just talk about new releases. Get Out, because there's some pretty good
Take ass and
stuff.
kick names. That's what it was.
Ready for
No.
this?
No.
Accolade with Liquid Anatomy.
Death metal.
Progressive death metal from
Close enough.
Germany.
Close enough.
It's apparently Obscura-like.
You guys
so I'm
ever
down.
seen that show, Finding Hitler or Hunting Hitler or something like that? Some History Channel thing. We're looking for Hitler. I may know he's dead, but like they're trying to find out if he escaped Germany.
To go to like Argentina or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen like
They
I think I saw a documentary. I don't know.
They
Is it
had
like a
this
series?
yeah, it's a TV show. They had this former UFC fighter. He's also in the army. Tim Kennedy.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
part of it. It just all seems so scripted and fake.
Well,
It's
yeah.
just annoying, but like
The
if it was
History
like an
Channel doesn't
actual
actually talk
show,
about
it'd be
history
cool.
anymore.
I mean, it's sort of history, but like every time they talk, it's just like it's not how normal people talk.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Mhm.
But the idea of it's kind of cool that Hitler like escaped. Well, not cool, but like it's interesting to think about that Hitler like escaped, didn't actually die, and there's a lot of like
He's still alive.
there's a lot of gray area on that because they kind of just rushed through the Nuremberg trials to get to like the Soviet Union because that was like the bigger problem at hand. So they went through all that and like just swept a bunch of shit under the rug and kind of for show. And
yeah,
it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's
Back to
not
music.
all Germany has to offer.
No.
You got good music.
Yeah.
Amorphous with Queen of Time. It's the new album out today. It's melodic death metal, you could call it. I'm super digging this. To me, this is kind of up there with Priest and Rivers of Nile as some of the best of this year.
I'll have to listen to it.
At the Gates with To Drink from the Night Itself. Melodic death
I was
metal.
going to say, that's melodic death metal.
No,
That's
yeah.
These guys have been around for a while, and their new stuff's pretty good. Burn the Priest with Legion XX.
Oh, fuck, great. They're, what are they technically?
That's groove metal
Group, yeah.
/ hardcore, sure.
Slang God.
Yeah, basically, Lamb of God before they were Lamb of God. They're covering a lot of like punk bands and stuff. So this just the Accused, Ministry, Quicksand, Bad Brains, Melvins, and a bunch of others. So Five Finger Death Punch with And Justice for None.
That album's fucking
Champagne.
out. Damn it. Oh, we need to listen to
We
that.
need to jam.
It's all champagne.
We do.
Fuck, I completely forgot.
I did too.
I was more worried about Deadpool.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Or you can.
We'll jam it.
I'll at least listen to it and shit talk at some point.
Yeah. Gracian with 4.
Progressive.
5.
Eevee metal.
Okay.
Progressive sludge. Power
I
Glove
got you.
with Continue? Question mark?
Video
Fucking
game music?
video game metal.
Yeah.
Wonder what they have on this album.
Let's see if it says.
Awesome hits like the Last of Us theme. There's upbeat metal hits like the Last of Us. And,
Dark Souls 2 theme.
God of War. Even though
Apparently-
that just came out.
One song they cover on here is Under the Sea. For the Little Mermaid.
It's not a video game, it's other shit.
I mean, probably a little bit of that stuff too.
And Chrono Trigger.
Oh, okay, Chrono Trigger. That could be cool.
So, Big Kiz with Music is Magic.
Big Kids.
That sounds fucking stupid. Now.
Sounds like rap. Sounds like rap.
Born Broken with the Years of Harsh Truths and Little Lies.
That sounds like
Hardcore.
rock.
Metalcore.
Wow.
The Dark Red Seed with Becomes Awake.
Go with hardcore again.
Death metal?
Experimental atmospheric rock.
Alright.
Alright. Skimming this shit. Nocturnal Graves with Titan.
Death metal.
Black and Thrash.
Oh.
Obliterate with Impending Death.
That's death metal.
Deathcore.
Deathcore. Damn it, I'm close.
Same shit. And last one, Wilt with Ruin.
Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain. You remember
Atmosphere
Foster's Home for
Black Belt.
Imaginary Friends?
Yeah.
The big red guy with one arm. His name was Wilt. You think he jacked off with that one arm?
I mean, he had to, right? Like, that's the only arm he could jack.
True.
Yeah.
Can an imaginary friend imagine like their imaginary friend? So it's like an imaginary friend for an imaginary friend, just keeps going
I
forever.
would assume so.
Yeah.
It gets imaginated.
Technically,
Imagination.
aren't we all connected to each other?
Technic. You have to say it like that. Reality is a construct. None of us truly exist. We're just all floating consciousness.
Nah.
That's a line in Tag, apparently. Reality is a construct.
Yeah. Time is a construct.
Time.
Which it 100% is, but that's neither here nor there.
Tag. That's the movie of the year.
Hag?
Tag.
Oh.
No, that fucking...
Tag.
The Happy Time Murders.
Oh
or whatever
my
the fuck-
god.
Or whatever the fuck it was with the puppets. That... Oh, I really want to see that.
Yeah.
Good God, that looks funny as hell. I don't care if it's stupid and it's very gimmicky.
I came back into the theater. I'm like, what the?
So that puppet
fuck?
like coming everywhere. That movie, I think it's the second time I've seen the trailer with Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon. Whatever that like spy movie it looks like they
The Spy Who
made like
Dumped
2
Me.
or 3 times already.
Mhm.
Like they made it once with Steve Carell and then they made it with Melissa McCarthy. I think they did the version where she's like a spy but she messes things up.
Yeah.
It's like they've done that movie a couple times now. It looks dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we don't know what we're doing.
Dude, we saw the Mission Impossible trailer again.
Yeah, the same fucking
They have
trailer.
a new trailer out. Why not put that one in front?
I don't
Maybe
know.
because, I mean, that Mission Impossible trailer is tight.
It is tight, but I'm
I'm
tired of
ti-
fucking
yeah, I'm
looking
fucking
at it.
tired of it, man.
I am
Dun,
too.
dun, 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 dun. Limp Bizkit covered that. Played the Mission Impossible theme a couple years ago. Food for thought.
Alright.
The Purge. I kind of want to see that movie.
The most awkwardly timed movie
Yeah.
ever. It's like a
Like, I feel like these Purge movies, like, I get it, but I feel like they're a little bit, like, almost strange and inappropriate in America today. I know they're
a little too
fiction.
close to home. A little too, like, almost realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool if that happened.
Really?
'Cause, I mean, we're around here. It's like, who's gonna, lock yourself in? I mean, everyone has guns around here, though, but
I don't know that.
I don't know, man. I'll try to rob a bank or something. All crime is legal.
Hit the button. See you.
Allegedly.
Bye. Allegedly. Don't admit to anything.